What up, everyone? It's me, JoJo, and I'm a good grown-up man. And today, I want to talk to you about Thursday's new song, Taking Inventory of a Frozen Lake, a song they released on January 1st, the stroke of midnight. This is actually the third time I'm recording this video, and now it's going to be super duper late, and no one's going to care about it, but such is life. But anyway, before we start on that, a little bit of housekeeping. My last video, there's a card here, if I can figure it out. If not, I'm just going to be waving my hands around like a fool. I basically said one or two things that weren't 100% right. First thing was that Thursday's not on a label based off their interviews and what I could gather and what I could see on the internet. Going to the Velocity website, it appeared that they're on a label. After doing a little bit more research, they are not on a label. There are some labels out there that have some rights to some of their releases, some of their songs, some of their catalog, but they are not actually signed to a label, and they are not supported by a label for touring or anything like that, which was kind of part of my speculation. I think I kind of was harsh and called them liars, but then I backtracked a little bit and I was like, no, maybe they're just not supported. Maybe there's more to it. Who knows? But the other thing was I asked the question, like, who's in the band? It's really unclear. People are introduced in live shows as touring members, but then they're also like in the studio making music, and the quote unquote real members are nowhere to be seen or heard from. They're in different bands. Like, what's going on? So I didn't understand it at all. I guess they've shifted to like a collective thing. I don't know what that means, other than I guess your touring guys have a better say in the band. I mean, because like to me, it's like you have your band, and if you need a guy to fill in, then you have someone fill in. But I don't quite understand this collective thing, because there's got to be like a main guy, right? There's got to be like a main bass player. There's got to be like a main singer. Like who is the band? I mean, could there be like two Thursdays going on at once if you have enough members of the collective and they're all touring around? Like, which Thursday you're gonna get? So I just really don't understand. There's got to be a head. There's got to be a driver, and I think that's Jeff Rickley. And I just think that's a fancy spin on it. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it inherently. I think it's cool that Thursday still continues to make music and has found ways to continue to still make music. So, you take what you can get, I suppose. And I'll take more Thursday. Why not? Yeah, so anyway, that's just a little quick retraction, housekeeping. Want to get my story straight, whatever. Some of these points are coming from the band themselves. I tagged them on X when I was trying to solicit this video, and they actually watched the video, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. They didn't have to watch the video. I only mildly annoyed them. I don't think they hate me. 16-year-old JoJo was kind of ticked off. 35-year-old JoJo was mildly amused. I guess we'll just watch the next song and double down. Maybe we get them really ticked. All right, so that's enough rock talk. Let's get into it. Let's start talking about this thing. Surprise, as the clock strikes midnight on a jet black new year, we want to start the year with a new song, a new tour, starting in 10 days, which I guess at the time of this shooting, this has been going on for a while. They've been touring for 6 days. Whoops. And a new resolution to keep writing and hope that more songs follow. As the world enters 2025, our new track, Taking Inventory of a Frozen Lake, will start to appear on streaming services. This is the A-side to White Bikes, and we will be launching a vinyl store at 2 p.m. on New Year's Day. I don't know if that's like normally how you do these releases. The B-side before the A-side is something, which, describing White Bikes as a B-side kind of makes sense to me, because I think what I said in my original review of White Bikes was it sounds like a bonus track, where it just doesn't quite sound like the band, but it's very good. It's worth listening to. It just doesn't. I would have a hard time seeing where it fit like on an album. So a B-side or a bonus track or hidden track or something makes total sense to me. Frozen Lake began life at Steve Evans' studio in New Jersey on off days when we toured with MCR in 2022. The lyrics refer to the dark night of the soul that people encounter when they are forced to examine their past. It reminds us of an updated version of the kinds of songs we gravitated towards in the Full Collapse era, and we are so blessed and so happy to share it with you. Taking Inventory of a Frozen Lake, written by Norman Brannon, Tim Payne. There's Tim Payne, whose role in the band I don't understand. Steve Padula, Stuart Richardson, whose role in the band I don't understand. So there's two bass players listed here, Jeff Rickley and Tucker Rule. Produced and mixed by Stuart Richardson with additional engineering by Steve Evans. So my suspicion is Stuart's the alternate. Stuart's the alternate, and he's kind of gets to be involved as much as he is because he's somewhat the producer of these new songs. My wild speculation with no basis in fact at all is that Stuart is their producer who is close to the band. He plays with Jeff in other bands, also fills in on bass when Tim Payne is not available. Because, I found this video December 28th, fairly recent. Jeff's playing his guitar. Sweet guitar, by the way. But, like, who's that playing bass? Oh, that's Tim Payne. That's Tim Payne. That's Tim Payne. So Tim still plays in the band. So Tim's still in the band. I don't know where Stuart is, but they're a collective, I guess. So who gets to play? Like, if they both want to play bass, just explain this to me. Logistically, I don't understand it. If they both want to play bass, who gets to do it? Like, who has precedence? Like, I don't understand. If someone can explain the whole collective thing to me, please do. Don't hesitate. Leave a comment. Tell me I'm stupid. But please, I just want to know. I just really want to know. All right, that's enough of a tangent. I don't think most people actually care about this much band logistic talk, but I don't know. I get hyper focused, and I'm going to force myself to shift gears here. And yeah, let's talk about the song. But enough rambling. Let's talk about it. That's why you're all here, right? You want to hear the song. You want to hear my song. You want to hear my thoughts, or you just want to hear the song and deal with me talking over it. Either way, I commend you. Starts pretty big. It's got these big, choppy power chords, and then you get like a little tremolo picking thing behind it. So far, it's alright. Yeah, that's the cool part. So I don't know if you can really break down Thursday songs into a proper verse, chorus, verse, bridge structure, but this section I like. This section sounds kind of like a full collapse song. Not really, but in like the same vein. The big choppy chords are a little hokey to me in the beginning, but once the song starts going, it gets a little bit better. Yeah, this is the cool part. Yeah, so now we're talking. So now we're getting into the meat of it, and I really like this part, and it's starting to like crescendo a bit. So it starts pretty basic and choppy, but then they just add these layers onto it, these like real Thursday layers, and I think its song starts to get stronger as it goes. Like that lead line. I like this part with the double bass. And it stops. It's a good bass line too. You can hear a lot of these little fills behind the scenes. Yeah, that turn into this part's pretty dope. I don't know if it's like a synth or there's like some cool sounds going on. It's a nice little breakdown part. Oh, now this is very Thursday. This part right here. Like that line. Ooh, that was a good bass run. Oh, I like that guitar sound. It's like a wicked super tremolo or something. Kind of tremolo, like a harmonic trem. Whatever it is, I like it. And then we end on a sad chord. Shut up. Oh, Thursday, don't ever change. Don't ever change. So I like the song a lot. I think the only thing I really don't like are those big choppy chords at the beginning. I think they're a little hokey, but other than that, this is a good song. It sounds like a modern day offering from Full Collapse. Like I said, they said it's kind of one of the kind of songs that they might write when they were writing Full Collapse, and it does, but it doesn't sound like a lot of other bands who try to like go back to the well. It doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like they're going for nostalgia. It doesn't sound like they're trying to rip themselves off. It just sounds like they're older, they're more mature, and they're writing new songs that Thursday would write. And it's good. It's good. Whereas White Bikes kind of threw me for a loop with the way it sounded. That has grown on me. I do like it a whole lot more. I think once I got over the initial shock of what band is this, it definitely grew on me a whole lot. It has a lot of Thursday qualities while not really being superficially Thursday, which is the weird part. But it has a ton of tension. It's deep. It's earnest. It's raw. I mean, it's like it's got all the Thursday hallmarks without being like heavy, and I think that's what throws me off. I think that maybe what threw a lot of people off, but based on a lot of comments I got on that video, is people took the time to let it grow on them, and they like it. And I don't know if they didn't like it at first, but the consensus seems to be it's a good song. But that's enough about White Bikes. Frozen Lake sounds like a song that I would expect from Thursday without them trying to go back 25 years and pretend that they're, 20, 21, 22. I think one of the problems I had with the latest Armor for Sleep songs I was listening to was like one of them sounded like they were pretty much trying to write a hit Armor for Sleep song, and it didn't really like it was a fine song, but it just didn't really feel fulfilling on a creative level. It felt like they were trying to capture something that was long gone. And this, I feel like it's familiar, but it's an evolution. I think it's good. And if we get it on an album, I think that's awesome. Like if we get this application for release from a dream, and then even White Bikes, like throw it in at the end. Maybe there's a place for it. Maybe they could make it work. But if those are the three songs that we're getting on a new Thursday album, if we ever do get another Thursday album, I mean, they disappeared for 12 years, and then all of a sudden they decided to put out like three songs in a row within the span of months. So I don't know what's going on with them. But if we do get an album and it consists of this kind of stuff, like that's great. But anyway, those are my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. Did you like the song? Did you not like the song? Are you looking forward to a potential Thursday album if whenever happens? If you liked the video, definitely hit like or subscribe. That really helps a small channel like me. In any case, I thank you for watching as long as you did. Really means a lot to me. Stay tuned for more content like this and also very different content. May your hats fly as high as your dreams.